Hello, this is the Mermaid Mask. That's right, we're playing a new game today. It's a mystery detective game in a series of games. The name of the series I've forgotten, but I haven't played any of the games in the series, and this one has just come out. In fact, it's currently... By the time it comes out, it won't be embargoed, but at the time I'm playing it, it is still embargoed because the developers sent me a key to play this game. So thank you very much to them. I have to tell you that. That's the law. What I don't have to do is say nice things about them. So we'll find out whether this game is good or not as we play it. But I watched the trailer. I've got the basic gist. You go around getting clues. There's voice acting, which is nice, so you won't have to put up with me voice acting. And there should be like puzzles and mysteries along the way. You know, the kind of thing we like around here. So yeah, let's delve into it. As it's episode 1, there'll be some fiddling around. I've gone into the settings. I always like the voices to be clear for you, but sometimes the music and the ambience and stuff drowns me out as I'm talking, so that gets a bit complicated. So hopefully it's not too bad, but we might have to do some adjusting based on how the first episode goes. I've also noticed these things, and they're all on by default, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It could be like, what did we just play? Case of the Golden Idol, where these things are just like telling you what's clickable, which is useful rather than just pixel hunting. I don't know. These might be useful to have on. I might have to turn them off if they're actually just really intrusive and telling me what to do. Other than that, let's see how it goes. Let's start. Dramatic music already. A new file, I say. The beginning.
Eavesdrop what the stars are saying. Earthly tether, slowly fraying, floating helpless from the worst of jealous hunger, selfish thirst. Take a moment, kneel and meet the flowers growing at your feet.
Okay. I like my little finger. Right. The Stone Top Inn. So I'm guessing we're going to be clicking on stuff.
Bar stools.
Oh.
The wood is rotting, so I've strategically chosen not to sit on them.
Is this us? Is this us? Who we are? So can I click on anything?
Fishing trips. On board the dearest Selena.
Okay. I wonder if I need to be writing anything down or not. I haven't planned for it. I've got my notebook beside me, but we'll see how it goes.
I'm guessing that's the name of the ship. Okay. Enquire with Felicia Stonetop at the bar, or with Sylvia Seafoam at the harbour.
Oh my god. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna open a fresh page in my notebook just in case, because we're getting names, we're getting places, we're getting boats. I don't know how much of it is relevant yet. Here's a little journal.
It's the case file. The reason we're here.
Okay.
It was left for us right here on the bar.
Right. For Detective Grimoire. I guess that's us. Rugged leather-bound folder. It was left on the bar of the Stone Top Inn. And if I click on it... Okay, I can't click on it. Can I click on any of the things? No, it's just a thing I can rotate. Okay, so it's shut. I can open it. A single handwritten letter and 2 photographs. Are they clickable on? No, but I can read. For Detective Grimoire. So someone's left us the case file. Okay, case file. Murder victim, Captain Magnus Mortuga, 39. Location, Illusion Theatre, Mortuga Submarine. Okay, Mortuga had locked himself in the room. It was later forced open and the body was discovered. Okay. Mortuga was found alone, laying on his back with a single cut across his throat. No bladed weapon of any kind was found in the room. Okay, so locked room, forced open. On a submarine. Slit on the throat, no weapon. The Illusion Theatre is mostly empty, save for an ancient stone cauldron with a thick metal lid. The purpose of the cauldron is unknown. However, I'm informed that it has never been unlocked before. It is now unlocked. It is now open. Okay, so the Illusion Theatre is in the submarine. It is what I'm... I'm confused already. There's a theatre on a submarine. Why not a theatre on a submarine? Let's, right. And the Illusion Theatre has a locked cauldron that is now unlocked. Signed, Captain Seafoam, Captain of the Mortuga submarine. Okay, yeah, it's a submarine. It has a theatre. It probably has a lot of stuff. There's our captain. And I think maybe there's the Illusion Theatre. And the cauldron is open. I see it now. And the cauldron seems to have a lid that's like 2 halves of a circle. Cool. So what is this?
Captain Seafoam. As far as I know, that's who hired us. And who left the case file here in the inn. But where are they now? Where's anyone? Sally, what do you think? Great contribution.
Okay. Right, what's this? Okay, so these are our people. So that's the only picture. I don't know if these pictures will increase, and I'm guessing this will fill out as we learn stuff. So now it looks like it goes off the screen. I'm assuming that's on purpose, and I'm not missing part of the, the things aren't bleeding off the screen into places I should be able to see. Okay, so this is us. This is the captain. I don't really know what this page is yet. And I guess this must be if we get quotes from him or clues about him. Okay, right. This is going to make sense, I think, as we get more information. What is this? Okay, cool. Right, fine. And this is what opens up our... Right, cool. Right, murder in the illusion. What's it called? Something of illusion. Theatre of illusion. Illusion theatre. Right. This is a book.
It's some book Sally's been reading.
Right. She
insisted that we bring it with us, although I'm not sure why.
J.D. Verman, Hex of the Helmsman. What a rugged captain. Paperback book belonging to Sally. Looks to be nautical fantasy adventure. Big old hand reaching out. Something terrible awaits you in the depths. Will you face it? He sees it in his dreams. He sees it when he closes his eyes. He cannot escape. But what is it? Renowned helmsman Marcus Mordoom is a man with a singular purpose. He will not rest until he recovers the truth of what's really hiding beneath the waves. Hailing from a small fishing town, I don't know if this is relevant or not. I don't know if this is all going to be fluff. I'll read it anyway. We'll see how we go. I feel like we should have probably pushed on more than this, but here we are. J.D. Wormer moved to the big city to write his first novel. And it's that novel that's already carving out a place on the annals of history, as Verman's mastery over the typewriter shines through in every beautifully crafted sentence. The only question I have is this: how can he possibly follow this up? Kristen Kale, publisher. For T.W. Ibis, for imparting upon me what it is to love the art of writing. Chapter 1, Lost at Sea. Marcus Muldoon tightened his grip on the wheel and stared out across the bleak horizon. On this morning, the familiar frigid air of the South Sea carried something more than salt spray as it whipped around his weathered face. On this morning, the familiar howling voice of the wind seemed to be in duet with a much grander voice, a voice that spoke in a language Muldoon could not understand. Not yet. Great.
Hex of the Helmsman by J.D. Worman.
Yes.
Looks like Sally's read through it a couple of times already. I wonder what's so interesting about it.
Perhaps we'll find out. Okay, should we click on Sally? Let's get Sally into this.
It's Sally. She's fast asleep.
So she is.
To be fair, it is 4 in the morning. I agreed to stay awake and see if anyone shows up. So far, nothing.
Okay.
I thought I heard something outside. Hello?
Okay. No, nothing.
There's nothing written on the barrels. I'm sure they were once filled with some kind of wonderful, unsanctioned local ale.
Okay. Can we... There's no way of leaving this place.
Sally, wake up. We have to go.
What does this do, I wonder?
Why?
Because there's an eerie green light trying to lure us outside.
Oh, that's a pretty good reason. I'll get up.
Thanks, Sally. Hi, Sally.
I think it's time to go outside. To move around, use the map button in the bottom left.
Cool, thank you. Okay, so I click on that, and this gives us a place to go. It's tricky to understand how the menu works when you haven't really done anything, so it's not filling out the section. So I think we just go with this. This must be the stove top inn. Let's go to whatever the next place is. There we are. Town Square. So we're now outside the stove top inn. We've got Grips, Mr. Grips.
Another abandoned building. Mr. Grips Emporium.
What do you think they sell?
Currently, nothing.
Reasonable. A big foot on an alligator?
A large stone statue on top of a fountain.
It looks like a fisherman wrestling with some kind of dragon.
It says right here, the silkworm serpent.
It can't be a serpent. It has legs.
Right?
It's interesting. So far, everything I've clicked on has resulted in some kind of dialogue. I wonder if, like, everything is every area of the screen is mapped to something.
It's a billboard for a theater.
Baroness Fortuna presents Fortuna Hall.
So we've got Fortuna Hall. We've got the Illusion Theatre.
Performing tonight, Waylon Wolf.
Oh, tonight?
Yeah, we didn't come all this way to go to the theater.
Still.
Also, the sign is several years old.
Oh. What about this?
That must be the logo for Mr. Grips Emporium.
Okay.
I think it's a hot air balloon.
I've always wanted to go in a hot air balloon.
Well then, you're in the right place. At the
Okay.
wrong time.
Nah. Okay, I'm going to click on the lighthouse, and then I guess we're going to go to the mysterious green light.
There's an old lighthouse up on the rock.
Can we go up to the top?
Do you have permission from the lighthouse keeper?
What a goody two-shoes.
No.
Then no.
I wonder what their relationship is. Like, is she like an apprentice? Is she a friend? Is she just an employee? I want to click on this red light.
I think it's almost dawn.
Right, I see. Right, green light then.
There's something in the water.
What is it?
I don't know. But whatever it is the source of the green light.
Oh, here we go. Is it the submarine?
Is that?
A submarine. I think I can see someone standing on the deck.
Maybe we should go take a look.
Yeah, I'm going to go take a look. Let's do it. Let's get the party started. The foredeck of the formerly Seafoam, now Mortuga. Right, let me just remind myself. Captain Seafoam. What does this mean? I can't remember where that came from. This is how well this is going. No. Mortuga submarine. So this is our submarine. Oh, Captain Seafoam is the captain of the Mortuga submarine. Yes. Is this guy? No. Sorry. Captain Seafoam is the captain of the Mortuga submarine. But Captain Magnus Mortuga is this guy. He's the deceased. I understand. Sorry, I misread. So are we saying Captain Seafoam is the new captain? Due to the death of the old captain. Okay, sorry, I missed the beat there. This looks bloody and
old
awful.
wooden boy with a face.
It's a wooden boy. Change the deck of the Mortuga submarine. Faint green glow in its eyes. Well, green glows are going to come up a lot, I guess.
This is where the green light was coming from. I noticed it started to fade as soon as we stepped onto the deck.
So it's a boy that doubles as a lighthouse?
The opposite, really. A lighthouse warns you to stay away, but this thing lured us in.
Cool. Okay, so this is our back and forth. How do I go from something... Okay. I was like, how do I go from being focused on an object to seeing all the objects? And it's like that. Okay. I'm getting used to the things. Okay, let's look at the name change.
Looks like it initially said Seafoam, but that got crossed out, and now it says Mortuga. I'm getting mutiny vibes from this. I don't know about you.
It's the wrong way around.
What?
Take another look at the case file.
That's right, it was Captain Mortuga, but now it's Captain Seafoam. So does she want us to look at the... No, I don't think there's anything we do in here. Like, we just looked at the case file. It was Captain Mortuga. Captain Mortuga's dead, and now Captain Seafoam is in charge. Or Captain Seafoam at least sent us the note.
An old rowing boat.
Or
what?
Ah.
Or it only has one oar.
Oh!
Anything else we want to look at, or do we go in?
There's nobody here.
The door's open, though. Somebody must have opened it after the submarine surfaced.
Does that constitute an invitation?
Sure does. I don't feel like I'm missing anything yet. There's not a lot going on here. Let me just click on the barnacles
It's
or
the
whatever.
bit that sticks out of the top of the submarine.
It's called the sail, or sometimes the fair water.
Good, we're learning. We're learning about submarines.
Wait, you know submarine words?
Apparently so.
Alright, let's go inside. Seen the boy, seen the boat, seen the name change. Let's go in.
There's nobody
The
here.
door's open. Somebody must
Does
have...
that constitute... Ready,
Yes.
Sally?
I'm ready. Let's go. Change your mind, let's go back.
What did you say?
Huh?
I didn't understand what you said.
I didn't say anything.
Oh. Weird.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Parlor.
What's at the bottom of the ladder?
It's quite loud, isn't it?
I can't see. It's pitch black.
Should we go back up?
Wait, I think there's a lever.
Okay. Cool. This is probably the part where I should check that my face is not in a annoying position. So let's open this stuff up. All your eyes over the settings. If I open one of these, yep, I think we're fine. I think we're generally fine. Cool. And if we open the
Hang on.
map,
Which way is the crime scene?
No idea. I assumed we were just going to wander around randomly until we found it.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's a good idea.
okay, it doesn't want me to open this, but when I will, I think we're fine. Okay, this is her.
Whoa.
What is that?
The her painting. Okay, so my face is over a bit of text. I think we can cope with that. I'll read it to you. We'll be fine. A large painting of some unknown being, I guess. It's set in an ornate wooden frame. The brass plaque is... Nope. I can do this. The brass plaque displays a single word, her. Unusually, it's been set directly onto the painting. That is unusual. Okay. Bit
A
of wine
glass
left.
wine.
Ominously left half finished.
Exactly.
Maybe the wine was corked.
Ominously corked.
There's a note here.
I think this door leads into the control room.
I want to go into the control room.
Not yet.
Well. You can't. It's locked.
Well, let's look through the window then.
It's a window into the control room.
Yep.
Is there anyone in there?
I can't see.
Let's look at the note.
It's taped up on the other side of the door.
Oh. But
You
it still
don't
says
need
stuff.
to come in here. The crime scene is 1 floor down at the very back of the submarine.
1 floor down, very back.
Captain Seafoam.
Thanks for the directions, I guess.
Do you get the sense that the captain is hiding from us?
Why would they do that?
Okay. Okay, what else is of use? Let's click on a bunch of stuff. Like, what's this candle all about?
It's like an old-fashioned drawing room.
I don't see any drawings.
It's short for withdrawing, as in you withdraw there after dinner.
Okay, so Sally is our walking dictionary
I actually never knew that.
or walking encyclopedia. She knows stuff. Can we see the other pictures?
What's in the frames?
They're just ocean landscapes.
I mean, big fire. Oh, is
I
it?
guess
Is
this is what lights up the room when you pull the switch.
I wonder what they burn to make it pink.
So I guess this is the handle she pulled.
This is the lever you pulled?
Yeah, so leave it alone. I don't want it to go dark again.
So we can go up these stairs. I'm guessing we came down this.
I cleaned the couch.
What?
If we end up having to stay the night.
Sally, we are not staying overnight on the murder submarine.
Good idea. You don't want to be down here just in case it
But I
submerges.
brought my toothbrush.
In fact, maybe it'll submerge even now. Are these speakers? What are these?
There's an old-fashioned speaker mounted on the wall. It's playing spooky music.
Is this the music we're hearing? Is this diegetic?
It's
No.
the kind of music you'd hear at a fancy party for vampires.
Maybe it is.
I hear it.
But the vampires are all wearing masks, and there's one guy who's secretly not a vampire, and...
Sally,
So you're meant to like fall in love with Sally immediately, like she's meant to be like the best character. Just thinking, is there anything else we want to look at before we try these stairs? Like this pipe?
It's like an old-fashioned drawing room.
I don't see any...
It's
Okay. Like, can we look in these windows?
It's like an old-fashioned drawing.
I don't
It's
see...
Okay, no. Do we want to look at the candelabra?
The candles are actually lit. Some of them, anyway.
I'm guessing this place hasn't booked its quarterly fire safety inspection.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty close to the ceiling. I think this is a metal girder, but still. Right, let's
It's
try
like
these
an
stairs.
old-fashioned-
I don't see...
It should-
I actually...
Ooh, there's a thing on the back. But you can't actually click on clues while they're in the clues box. Okay, nothing else. Can we go?
It's like an old-fashioned...
I don't see any...
It's short for-
Ah, okay, now here's the question. What do we do from here? Do we try and get out again?
It's the ladder leading back up to the foredeck.
Right, okay. So I was going to say this before, but I started to get distracted by what my face was. I noticed this thing in the background, which I'm guessing is the entirety of the submarine, and this is going to like lay out the Have we left the shore? Anyway, okay, so we can go forward, we can go backward, or we can go down. Now the note said 1 floor down at the back. But do we want to have a little poke around first? I want to have a little poke around first. Let's go to the front.
Let's go to the crime scene before we do anything else.
Cool, the crime scene. Oh, she's saying we can't go here. We want to go to the crime scene. So let's go down. This is the mess hall. Cool. What's in this hole?
It's a big metal statue of a serpent.
Oh yeah, so it is. I was busy looking at the hole.
There's a cabinet built into it, but I think it's locked.
Let's have a little look at it. Here we go. It's our first little puzzle. Right, what does this do? It's telling us to click on this. So underneath my head, I'll move my head. Oh. Underneath my head is an icon of a keyhole. Sorry, you couldn't. Ah! And now my head's in an annoying place. Okay, hang on. Okay, underneath my head is an icon of a keyhole, and there's a little animated version of my little pointer hand telling me to click it.
Nope.
4 dials, with a window in the center of each one. Turning each dial rotates the shapes that appear in the surrounding windows.
What do those numbers mean, though?
Okay, right, so I think I click on this when I'm done? I don't know. So... Ooh, weird. Ooh, I don't... Right, are these arrows pointing at a stick? So if I move this one around, is this next black arrow going to have something appear? Okay, so here's me old hypothesis. I think we want to have the number of sides, the total number of sides in each porthole equal the number. So let's start with getting a 3 into here. Cool. Okay, so I think that's what we want. We want a 3 in this one. Now, putting a 3 in this one puts a 4 in 7, which means 7 needs to get a 3 from somewhere. But before we do that, let's put a 4 in 4. And the reason I'm doing these outside one first is because they can't get interfered with. There's only one thing that goes into these. I don't have to like blend them together. So putting a 4 in here kind of forces the direction of this one, and putting a 3 in here forces the direction of this one, which means so putting a 3 in here puts a 4 into 7, and putting a 4 into here, well, it gives us the option, doesn't it? So we can have with a 3 in here, we can have a 4 in here, or we can have nothing in here. So let's start with a 4 in here. And a 4 in here, and see where we go. So here needs a 3. So that's 7. And you're going to need a 4. Which is annoying because... Oh, no, your 4 can come from here. Ah, aha! So this is where it gets complicated. Okay, so let's... Yes, okay, let's do it that way. So you've got 7 in there, because you've got a 3 and a 4. And now... we're going to put a 4 into here. So you've got 3. You've got 5 plus 4 is 9. You've got 3 plus 4 is 7. You've got 4, which is 9. And then I click on the lock.
I did it.
Okay, we understood. I mean, it's the first puzzle. But, you know. You got to take those wins while you can.
Good job.
What did that do for us?
The little cabinet opened.
Oh, yeah, look.
Anything in there?
A brown glass bottle containing 3 varieties of tablets. Okay, that's in our... Put that in the crime scene. It's the sun tablets. Okay, we'll see how that comes up later. Okay, we can look out the porthole.
Wait. Are these windows or lights?
Both.
Go on.
It's a good idea, since you'd never get any natural light down here.
Okay. Okay, what cards are they playing?
Playing cards.
Looks like someone got dealt a bad hand.
Oh, really?
I have no idea, I just thought that would sound cool.
Okay. Picture of a fish?
A picture of a fish.
God, I'm good.
Delightful.
A blowfish light?
Pufferfish lamp.
Pufferfish lamp.
A timeless classic.
A little coral dangle?
This looks like dead coral.
Is coral ever alive?
Yes.
Coral are marine animals, dude.
What?
Yep, she's the encyclopedia. Okay, what was in here?
3
Pill?
tables, arranged into a Z shape.
Oh yeah.
It's actually more like an S from this angle.
Oh, maybe they were trying to write my name, but they ran out of tables.
Okay. Anything else we care about?
A wooden chandelier.
Yep. Pots and pans?
Pots and pans for cooking.
Yep. And what's in here?
I guess this is the mess hall.
It is kind of a mess, yeah.
Okay, I think we've seen everything in here. Can we progress backwards through the ship? I'm just realizing now this serpent goes all the way around. And the tail ends up here. Which is pretty cool. Okay, nothing else. What's in the cup?
3 tables, arranged into
Oh,
a maybe.
Okay. Right. Whoa, this is all opened up to us. So 1 floor down over here. And this is kind of slightly more lit than the other ones. There is a room under my face slightly as well. So this is the only one we can go to. I'm going to guess what's happening at the moment is we're being tutorialized and it's funneling us in a certain way. Just to make sure we get the grips with stuff. This is the Illusion Theatre. I could see a bunch of stuff worth clicking on, but let's start with the outline of the body. Did he have a bunch of... What was on his head? Oh yeah, he's got big hair. Alright, sorry, carry on.
A trail of blood. Looks like it came from the wound in Mortuga's neck.
Sure does.
It runs straight down the room towards the back of the submarine.
No, it doesn't. Not immediately.
You mean it goes this way and then this way?
It pulls out first, then changes its mind.
She's good. Sally's good. You got to up your game, Detective Grimoire. Okay, so Mortuga was holding a bottle of...
There's a little broken bottle on the floor.
I'm guessing Mortuga dropped this when he died.
Moon Vial. So we've got sun pills and we've got Moon Vial. A small bottle found smashed on the floor on the Illusion Theatre. The spilled purple liquid has a subtle botanical scent. The small paper label is marked with a simple picture of a moon. Cool. Nothing to piece together yet. The stool. Did he fall off the stool?
The stool's been knocked over.
Doesn't it look familiar to you?
I don't know.
Sally, it's a standard wooden stool. I don't...
Well, there were stools in the bar where we woke up. I don't think there were stools in the mess hall. Were there? Well, now
Let's not wander off right now.
Damn it!
The stool's been knocked over.
Doesn't it look familiar to you?
Sally, it's
I
a
feel-
standard wooden stool. I don't...
I feel like the first thing I clicked on in the entire game was a stool in the bar. In the Stockpot Inn, or whatever it's called. Is it called the Stockpot Inn? I think the Stockpot Inn is the inn from Majora's Mask. Or Ocarina of Time. Stone Top Inn. Yeah. Look, you can see him.
It looks exactly like the bar stools in the Stone Top Inn.
Let the record show I said it before I saw it. Oh, he's not impressed. He's not impressed. Let's look at this poster.
Someone's taped the drawing to the wall, although it's upside down for some reason.
Interesting. Does that mean they came down from the ceiling, Mission Impossible style?
I think it's supposed to be a poster.
I said a poster. A hand-drawn poster taped to a pipe in the wall in the Illusion Theatre. For some reason, it was displayed upside down. I wonder if there's a reason for that. So this is title here. Something mystical. I think that's the cauldron that never opens. Oh, it's on the. There's something on the back. So this is like a prototype poster that someone's drawn, and then on the back, Lady of the Looking Glass. Baroness Fortuna presents Baroness Fortuna. Have we heard that name before? Unfathomable. Anything I can imagine. Inconceivable. I don't know what to believe anymore. Fortuna Hall, Silkworm on Sea. So Fortuna Hall was the place that we saw at the pier. Is that similar to that? Not really. It's got kind of a similar looking into something. Probably not a mirror. This looks like Death holding a scythe. And there's some symbols. Read? Do we need to read? Title here. No. Yeah, we've seen all this. I read it. I read it with my eyes. Is that something?
So this is the Illusion Theatre.
No.
It's very small for a theater.
It's basically just the end of a corridor, separated from the rest of the corridor by a door.
That's a good point.
Someone's hung up a banner with the words Illusion Theatre painted on it. What's the illusion, I wonder?
Yeah, what
You
is
know,
this
I
place?
think this room's had some kind of rebranding.
Rebranding from what? What was it before?
Possibly nothing. A small room like this wouldn't normally have a name at all.
Yeah, what is this place? What is going on here? I've noticed this hole. I'm going to get to the hole. I haven't clicked on the cauldron either.
There's a cloth hanging up on the wall.
So this is a ragged square of thick sailcloth hanging from the wall in the Illusion Theatre. And there's stuff we can read if we want. Ah, here we go. The Stargazing Girl. Yeah, okay. I don't recognise that name. I wonder if we'll know where it comes from at some point. Let's look into the bowl. Yeah, so what is this room? What was this room? Because you're not going to get many people in here, are you? And did the illusions come from this cauldron that never opens, apparently?
This is the cauldron?
Not quite what I was expecting.
An ancient-looking stone cauldron. It was found in the Illusion Theatre in front of Mortuga's body. The glittering interior of the cauldron is marked with several deep scratches. Yeah, I see that. The exterior is spotted with algae and barnacles. So this has been dredged up from the bottom of the sea, maybe? I can shut it, and I can open it. Okay.
The case file said it had never been unlocked before.
Okay. How's the case file looking? Okay, nothing new. So does this fill up or not? And how's this going? Cool. Just checking. I don't know when things get updated. Right, let's look at this little hole.
There's a wooden panel on the wall here.
For spying?
Can you see anything through that little hole?
No, it's too dark.
It's a little window. It looks out into the endless, dark void of the ocean.
Why did you phrase it like that?
I don't know.
Whoa, what's this? What's happening here?
So, this is where Magnus Mortuga died.
So do we think that little effect that just happened is the game's way of saying, don't forget to click on this thing You know, in the settings, it was sort of like there was a one of the settings was like clue highlight or something. Do you think that's what that was?
It's just like the case file said. He landed on his back with the cauldron at his feet.
I mean, I'm quite glad he did, because I would have said I did click on him, but actually I clicked on the blood, not him. Landed at his back, cauldron at his feet.
He was killed by getting cut across the neck, right?
Yeah, you can see that's where the blood came from.
But there's no weapon, no knife or anything.
Nothing.
But scratches on the cauldron.
This place gives me the creeps. That cauldron especially. I keep staring into it like I'm going to see something, but it really does seem to be empty.
To quote from the case file, Motuga had locked himself in the room. It was later forced open, and the body was discovered.
Oh!
So Mortuga was alone in a locked room. A very small locked room. There really isn't anywhere for a murderer to hide.
I'm not so sure. I think there is a hiding place.
Yeah, I think it's behind that wall with a hole in it. So, before I click on whatever this is, which is probably going to be some kind of thinking space. So, when I read the case file, I think I misunderstood what it was saying, because it said a locked door that had been forced open. And I read that as locked door, forced open, and then the murder happened. Like the murderer forced his way, or her way, or their way, or its way. We don't, you know, there could be, I think it could be monstrous things. I think it felt like he was locked in the room, the murderer forced their way in through the locked door and then killed him. But I think actually what's happening, now it's clarified, is he was killed in a locked room and they forced their way in and found him. I mean, you know that because he just said that, but I'm just clarifying the mistake I made earlier. Okay. Oh my god, what? So we can drag things onto here. How do we know this? Okay, so locked, replaced, unlocked, removed, killed. So let's just say killed Magnus Mortuga. It might not be what we're going for here, but because someone told him to, and was killed by what's inside, in order to frame someone else, and hid something inside, and killed the person inside. Was killed what was inside, and killed the person inside. Okay. Locked, replaced, unlocked. So the obvious, or the most obvious answer to this, based on just what we've seen, is that Magnus Mortuga unlocked the cauldron, right? And was killed by what was ever inside. That's kind of all the information we've got, right? We said the cauldron was never open. Magnus Mortuga was the only person there, so he unlocked the cauldron and was killed by what was inside. Right? That's kind of... I would argue this is not a watertight solution like that we've come up with, but in terms of the information we've been given, that is the Occam's razor hypothesis you'd come up with. This is kind of like, okay, based on everything we've seen so far, if you gave me no other information, I would assume that Magnus Mortuga opened the cauldron and whatever was in the cauldron killed him. I don't think there's enough information yet to prove that, but I would that would be my until you gave me more information, I would say that's what I would assume had happened.
Magnus Mortuga unlocked the cauldron and was killed by what was inside.
I really don't think a person would fit in that cauldron. And didn't they say it had never been unlocked before? If that's true, there couldn't have been anyone in there.
Right, I agree. I don't think it was a person.
Then what?
I don't know. But you have to wonder why it was kept locked in the first place. I'm guessing there was something pretty bad in there.
Look, Mortuga died from a cut across his neck, not from some vague paranormal entity. Unless you're suggesting it was a vague paranormal entity with a knife?
Did
Maybe.
you get a good look at the inside of the cauldron? There was something I noticed.
Yeah, scratch marks. Oop. So I can do that. Did it say scratches before I started moving it? Okay, good. So, scratches, the cauldron, the lid. Okay, I noticed the scratches. This is cool. Okay, so I think this is quite a simple introductory version of how this mechanic works, but at the moment, yes, the scratches. And I kick go. There's a little go button underneath my head.
Scratch marks.
I hope I didn't click out of some dialogue there. So that was the prelude. That was the teaching you how the game works prologue. Illusion Theatre. Achievement. Reach chapter 1. Well done, us.
There's a wooden panel.
Yeah,
But
sorry.
no, it's too dark.
Okay. Okay. So where do we go from here? The world is our oyster now. So we can go from here. I think these are all now available to us, I think, except for this place, which I think is locked. And this place, I guess, is locked. And this place is locked. So I wonder if we want to finish off the top floor and then work our way down. Oh, there's a guy. This is the dream chamber. Lots of symbols. Some kind of reclining bed. Bones. Scrolls. Like a big, either a very big or a very close flask of something. I think the most obvious thing to do first is to talk to this guy. It's a bit rude to just poke around before we talk to him.
Hello, sir?
Two strangers, emissaries from the world above.
Yeah, hi. I'm Detective Grimoire, and this is Sally.
State your business, and speak only the truth.
Well, we're here on the request of the captain.
Impossible. The captain is dead. Unless you received a missive from beyond the veil. I should have foreseen this, but now that I'm faced with it, it seems inevitable.
No, sorry, she meant the new captain. Captain Seafoam.
Cynthia.
She's asked us to investigate the murder of Magnus Mortuga. We have to talk to all the suspects.
Speaking of, can I ask your name?
Zacharias Zephyr, the Dream Doctor.
A dream doctor? I don't think I've met one of those before.
That is correct. You have not. I alone hold the title.
Because you made it up?
That is correct.
Okay. Okay, so this is the mechanic of meeting a new person. Ask about basics. Ask about suspects. Ask about clues. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's start slow.
So, Dr. Zephyr, what does a dream doctor do exactly?
He studies the parapsychological qualities of dreams.
Parapsychological?
Yeah, that's like psychics and telepathy and stuff, isn't it? How does that relate to dreams?
Dreams are transmissions comprised of spirit energy from another dimension.
Oh, sure. I mean, that's common knowledge.
What kind of other dimension?
Spirit energy originates in the spirit realm, of course.
I've
Like
noticed
the afterlife?
he's got like a gold
That is
hand.
but one of many names.
So, have you made any kind of discoveries or breakthroughs?
Nothing I can meaningfully explain to you in your current state.
In my current state.
What about all the stuff in here? What does it all do?
Specialist instruments, most of them too complex or too subtle for you to comprehend.
I don't know. It mostly looks like a bunch of old junk.
It is an unrivaled collection of rare artifacts.
All right. What's the rarest thing you've got?
My rarest items are not for the viewing public.
Okay, now I have to see what they are.
The pull of the unknown. I realized I should have lied and showed you something of middling rarity to throw you off the scent.
Lesson learned, huh?
Okay, cool. Parapsychology. Let's ask about the submarine.
How come there's a room like this in the submarine, anyway?
When I arrived, it was but a simple infirmary. After I set up my equipment, we renamed it the Dream Chamber.
And how long have you been here?
I was the first person to be invited on board. I joined Magnus here shortly before the submarine's maiden voyage.
So, presumably, you know why Mortuga became a submarine captain?
Why?
Yeah, like, where was he going? What was he doing?
He simply told me he'd acquired a submarine and would be living in it for an undisclosed amount of time.
That's all he told you? Yet surely there was more to it.
I don't doubt it. He was a man of secrets, every bit as much as I.
So when you started off, it was just the two of you. But now it's, what, 8 people?
We were 9 souls, now 8. I'm not counting either of you.
Yeah, I figured.
Why did Mortuga want so many people on the submarine?
Only a few of them were invited on board by Magnus like I was. The others crossed paths with him merely by the winds of fortune.
Okay. So I'm like... This Zacharias effort suggested there was no captain. It was like, the captain's dead. You couldn't have had a missive from him. And the sea foam had been crossed out on the submarine and replaced by Mortuga. So actually, it seems more likely that Seafoam is not the new captain. Seafoam was the old captain. And why she's written to us remains unknown. He didn't confirm that Seafoam was part of the crew. Did he? I don't think he did. So she could be. Or she could be someone who previously helmed the submarine and, I don't know, is involved some other ways. All right, night of the murder, please.
Last dream before waking. A single phase. Non-lucid. Focus is soft but heavy. All is dark. The endless void. A low voice speaking a forbidden language.
Oh, hello.
Emerging from the beshroudal of the night black sea. A face. Larger than I had known a face could be. I wake. The room is bathed in green light.
A green light? Like from the wooden boy?
Not dissimilar, but 1,000 times more potent. I leave my chambers, heading for the airlock in which I have some business. I meet Cynthia in the parlor as she emerges from the control room.
Okay,
I
so she's
notice
on
she
board.
is clutching the ship's compass. She also appears visibly upset. Like me, Cynthia's on her way to the lowest deck. She departs and I follow behind. I wait as Cynthia converses with Madame Tadpole at the base of the second ladder. Madame Tadpole ascends the ladder. She is moving with haste and purpose. She requests that I go immediately to the storeroom at the end of the corridor.
Did you go?
As soon as I'd concluded my business.
Which was?
Nothing of great import, merely something I needed to collect from the airlock.
So you went to the airlock, and then you went to the storeroom?
I did, right after I stopped off at my chambers.
I'm not
You
writing this
understand I
down.
first needed to return certain items to their designated storage locations, after which I truly did do as Madame Tadpole had requested. I did ultimately regret my dallying. As it transpired, she had wished to inform me of Magnus Mortuga's death, and there his body lay, in the shadow of his stone cauldron, his blood pooling beneath him. A potent unease was already germinating amongst the group.
Interesting.
Doubts were beginning to be sown, and fingers were beginning to point. Magnus Mortuga was a man of great will and great strength. It is hard, still, to accept that he has left us.
Okay, so if we're to believe him, he respected Mortuga, but we can't trust anyone. That was an interesting little visualization. I wonder if everyone is going to give us a little bit of that, where they were going. I didn't write it down. If I click on it again, do we get it again?
The last dream. All is dark. A low
Yes, we
voice
do,
speaking
we
of
do, we
forbidden
do.
emerging.
Okay, so if I want to hear it again, I can. And I can write it down if I need to. Right now, I'm not going to write it down. I'm just going to keep moving. And what happens if I click on this? I can't. Can I click on this? Let's talk to Zephyr. Oh, is that a clue? Sorry, I understand. Sorry, I didn't. I'm just clicking on everything. Ask about suspects, ask about clues. So let's ask about Magnus.
How did you meet Mortuga?
It was on my first visit to Silkworm many years ago. I was merely passing through, so I stayed at the inn where Magnus was working at the time.
So Mortuga was just an innkeeper at this point.
Not even. The innkeeper was a woman named Felicia Stonetop. Magnus merely worked under her charge. The two of them split their time between running the inn and running a small sailing ship.
Sounds like quite a nice life.
So I can ask about you?
So, Dr. Zephyr, I'm guessing you don't have an actual doctorate.
Correct. I walk not the path of formal academic recognition, not for lack of trying, you understand. 8 separate institutions turned me away, asserting that my ideas were, quote, incompatible with our modern world. They forget, of course, that the modern world is a fleeting and ever-changing thing. Indeed, all of history's greatest scientists battled with such short-sighted stubbornness.
So, you want to be one of history's greatest scientists and fundamentally change how we view the world?
Is that so much to ask?
I mean, yeah, it might be.
So then how did you end up studying dreams?
It was the result of acquiring a particular specimen. It opened up new ways to study the subconscious mind.
A specimen?
Go on,
Like
go
what?
on.
An animal?
Yeah, I'm picturing like a lizard floating in a jar of formaldehyde.
Something like that.
So, what are you working on now? Here in your dream chamber?
I am studying subconscious spirit transmissions, analyzing their meaning, their intention.
Do you need to be in a submarine to do that?
Of course not. However, positioning myself here affords me other opportunities.
Like what?
The possibility of studying the most important specimen of all. If her transmission could be analyzed, interpreted, it would be an unparalleled discovery.
Her?
She is all that stirs in the minds of men that they shall never know. A being known only as the Mermaid.
The
A
mermaid.
person?
I've told you all I know.
Then apparently you don't know much at all.
Correct.
Okay, I've written down the mermaid. Okay. Okay, let's call it... Yeah, let's call it there. I think. And we'll begin next episode by asking about some of these items. And then we can continue to move around. And I think at some point I'm going to have to like keep track of where everybody was on the night of the murder. And sort of maybe have an idea of everyone's positioning. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We'll see how much information we're dealing with. We've had a lot of like things thrown at us. I'm not sure how much of it we need to be making a note of. Lots to think about. And I don't think we've seen all of the mechanics yet about what's going on. And I think anything with a light bulb question mark is going to be a clue. So I'm going to just not click on those now, I think. So that's where we are right now. We're knees deep in the investigation. We've got a locked door mystery. I suspect a lot more characters to meet. There are 8 people on board the submarine, each with their own histories. And we'll figure out what happened. What's in the stone cauldron? Who are all these people that are on board the ship? We saw little avatars of them in the diagram of where I was on the night of the murder. And I guess we're going to get into it. I'd love to meet Seafoam, Cynthia Seafoam. I think she just throwing my pen around. I think she's going to be key to a few things. I mean, she did hire us. Okay, right, let's call it there. This is interesting. I'm enjoying the acting. I'm enjoying the humour. It looks lovely. So far, the interactions are fun. So, and we'll have a poke around his room as well when we come back in episode 2 of this game. See you later.